Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and today I am going to be sharing with you a reading vlog, a book haul, a trip to Barnes & Noble. This video was it's a lot, so I apologize. I'm actually already editing this video, but I realized I never filmed an introduction. So welcome to the vlog. I'm going to be talking about The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King. There will be some spoilers, but it's going to be clearly marked when it's a spoilery part. And I'm going to be talking about like vague events. Hopefully I was vague enough when talking about The Cruel Prince. And I did also realize I never really told you what I thought about The Cruel Prince. I never gave like a star rating, so pop in again a little bit later to let you know exactly what I thought about The Cruel Prince. I apologize. I filmed this over a pretty long span of time, and I just did not realize until I was editing what I had forgotten when filming. So enjoy. I'm going to send you back to past Taylor so we can see where she was at when reading The Cruel Prince. Okay, I'm so sorry if you can hear one of our neighbor's dog out there barking its freaking head off. I apologize, but he hasn't shut up for like 10 minutes. So whatever he needs, I hope they provide for him because I'm a little annoyed. I wanted to give an update. I am on chapter 16 of A Cruel Prince, and I'm loving this so far. I'm loving it. Loving it. I love the way that it's written. I really like Jude. She's telling you this story, and there's a part where she like cuts in, like she knows that she's telling a story to someone. She cuts in and is like, wait, I'm not telling this right. Here's this, this, and this that you need to know that also happened. I thought that was kind of cool. I love the magical feeling of everything, the very fairy tale-esque vibe that you're getting from this as you're reading it. I'm super, super happy that this is what I started with for Holly Black. I'm already anticipating buying The Wicked King, and then I forget what the third book is called. I don't know what that third, Queen of Nothing? That sounds right. Actually got a gift card yesterday for Barnes & Noble from my mom for an early Christmas present, because she lives in Ohio, I live in Texas. So she shipped that Christmas box to me, and I don't have the patience to wait. So I opened it, and it was some gift cards and everything, and one of them was a Barnes & Noble gift card. So I'm hoping that this weekend I can go to Barnes & Noble's at some point and pick up at least the next 2 books of this series, and then get The Stolen Heir at a later date, depending on how much everything is. I'm kind of wondering how much romance is going to be in this. I feel like I remember seeing romance with this, but it doesn't appear as though that's going to happen. At least not very much. Which is fine. You know, a slow burn is good, and this is YA. So, you know, if there's not a lot of romance, we'll see what else is thrown in there that keeps my attention. But I was really expecting more of a romance from this. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Whew. I've made it to Barnes & Noble. It's frightening out here, guys. I don't like it. There's so many people and there's so many cars. I cannot express to you the sheer level of my panic right now. I'm gonna go into Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna breathe. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm excited to see what all they have. I've never been to this one here before. I've been to a few in Texas, but I've never been to this one, so. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh. I'm on chapter 18. You know, we're following Jude as she's starting to figure out where her place exactly is in this fairy realm. They call it fairy. I really think there should be a different name. I know it's like Elfheim is the, what, kingdom or something? But anyway, she's out, she's trying to discover stuff. She meets this other person that she's trying to help, and it just, you know, we reach the end of chapter 17, and I'm just like, this poor girl, Jude, the amount of trauma that she goes through, it would do me in. It truly would. I would be done. I would be done. And I like that we're starting to see a little more of Vivi, her oldest sister, the sister who is actually, you know, Maddox's blood daughter, from when Jude's and Vivi's mother was in this realm. I like that we're seeing more of her. I really like that character. I really think she's cool. I think she's pretty badass. I feel so bad for Jude. I really and truly do. Oh, I didn't update you. So, I went to Barnes & Noble, got a few books, came back home. I was exhausted. As you could probably tell, I look exhausted. Started doing laundry, and then I took a nap. So I'm just now waking up from my nap, and I started reading. And I started with, like, in the middle of chapter 17. And I just was like, this isn't gonna go well. So I grabbed my camera real quick, and I was right. I was right. But now, like, from where I was reading, I'm just confused by Locke and Cardan. I'm so confused by those two. I just don't know. I don't know which one to actually trust. Like, Locke has that, I don't want to say too good to be true, because he's really not that great, but like almost too good to be true kind of vibe. And then Cardan's just like, he's almost too much of a dick. Like, there's got to be something more going on there with that one. I don't really think that he's going to end up being a bad guy. And I could totally be wrong. Obviously, I've never read the series before. I don't know. I'm gonna continue reading. Oh, I do want to show you what books I got, although you probably already know. Hold on one second. Let me go grab them. Okay, so first I grabbed The Wicked King and The Queen of Nothing, which is the second and third book of this series. And does it tell you what the name of the Folk of the Air? That's what this series is. Good to know. Good to know. I'm excited to see what happens and like where we're gonna go with Jude and all of this and all of what's going on with her. I like that they are kind of shorter. They are on the shorter side, so it's not like it takes too long. Yeah, this is 305 pages. I tried not to read the back of them so I don't get spoiled, damn it. And then I was worried I wasn't going to be able to grab this book because it wasn't over. Oh, I never opened up the dust jacket. It wasn't over near where these two were, but I grabbed The Stolen Heir as well. So I actually snagged all three of these books for like $40. I don't know how that happened. I had a $50 gift card, and then she was like, it's 50. Oh wait, no, it just dropped down to 45. And then she checked I had rewards, and then it ended up being like $40. I was like, that's fine with me. 40 and some change or something like that. So I don't know where this falls in reference to these. I don't know if it's a direct sequel, like companion series. Like, I don't know if this takes place after all of these, if this is like a totally different world, timeline, or country, whatever. I don't know, and I'm too afraid to check because I don't want to be spoiled. So I'm just gonna read this after this series. I did look at the actual cover though. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of cool. I think it's a fox. I would imagine that's a fox. I don't even know who this book follows. I know nothing about this one, which is fine. I don't want to risk being spoiled because I feel like one of the last few people to even read this series for the first time, so I'm trying so hard not to get spoiled. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue reading. Oh shit, I gotta make dinner at some point. Damn, being an adult sucks. Cause what time is it? Shit. It's like 5 o'clock. How long did I nap? I must have napped for like hour and a half, maybe 2. With how groggy and tired I am, it feels like I napped for like 2 hours. Shit. Well, it makes sense though, because last night I was up until after 2 a.m. because Garrett wouldn't stop freaking snoring and I couldn't sleep. I don't know why I'm telling you that. You probably don't care. But I'm gonna continue reading and see how much reading I can get done before Garrett gets home. I don't know what he's gonna want to do for dinner. We have leftovers from Cheddar's, so we'll probably just eat that. I ain't gonna worry about it. This is what you get for keeping me up at night. What is she thinking? What? Are you telling me there was nothing else she could have done to get herself out of that situation? I mean, I don't know what I would have done either. I probably would have done this. I would have screamed or something. I just finished chapter 18. Right before a coronation. You're gonna go and do something like this? Now what are you gonna do? With the mess that you've made, now what are you gonna do? She needs to get it together. She needs to get it together. Oh. People are gonna realize. People are gonna notice. This isn't just... Jude. You're a mess. She's a mess. She's an absolute mess. Hello, future Taylor again. So I wanted to let you know I rated The Cruel Prince 4 stars. I absolutely loved this book. There was just a few things that kind of... I don't know, I just couldn't bring myself to give it 5 stars. There were some parts where, and it was similar with The Wicked King, that I just wasn't super interested in picking up the book. There were a few spots where I was kind of confused as to what was actually going on in this world, or like I couldn't properly envision what like the setting was or anything like that, so it kind of threw me off, but it was just something I remember sticking out, and that's why I just couldn't fully give it a 5 star. It's pretty damn close, honestly. 4.5, maybe 4.75. I'm just becoming a little bit more picky with what I rate 5 stars, more so now than in the past when I would give a book 5 stars. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I loved it. Still haven't started The Queen of Nothing yet, and this is now like the middle of January, but I will be reading that one here soon. Just trying to get a few palette cleansers in there, and then I'm going to jump back into the series. Okay, now it's time to send you back to where you were at in the video. Okay, hi guys. It is Thursday now. This is the 21st, so it's almost Christmas. I think I have like 1 box set still arriving that I already know that I'm getting, and I was going to wait and film then, but I don't have the patience to wait because some exciting stuff, well, exciting book mail has come in, and I'm too excited not to already film this and show you. So, and then I also have an unboxing type of deal of something that's kind of bookish related, and I'm also going to film more about that either later in this vlog or in like a different video. So I will show you those. I'm going to go ahead and start with the unboxing part. This is a Christmas gift from my biological father, and he was kind enough to send me some Christmas gifts. One of them hasn't arrived yet. That'll arrive after Christmas, but that's perfectly fine. That means I just get like a little bonus Christmas after the fact. But this was one of the gifts that he sent me. So we're gonna open it. I know what it is, but you go. Obviously. He said, "Merry Christmas, sweetheart. I love you so much." Thank you. I love you too. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, it's a little book nook. It's one of those little mini, like miniatures that you put together, and it's of a bookshop, and it fits in on your shelf. Oops, sorry. In between your books. I don't know where I'm going to display it yet. I kind of want to put it up there. You can't see that shelf, but up on one of the higher shelves so that when I film videos you'll be able to see it. But I'm super excited. This is the Sunshine Town. There's several of them that I want to get. Okay. I'm going to put this away and then I'm going to show you the books that I got. Okay, so I am in a Patreon group for Allison Page's Patreon. They're called the Pocket Pals. And there was a post that I saw that said to share your Amazon wish list, and they were doing like a book exchange. They said, you know, you don't feel obligated to buy anything even if you receive books, but we're doing a little exchange. So I was like, okay, well, I'll post mine. I don't expect anyone to buy me any books. My wish list is so that I remember what books I want, and I've kind of combined two of my lists for like things that I want for my reading space, because we're going to kind of redecorate this area that we have right here, because there's a dining room table that we don't really use, so we're going to take that out. I'm going to get a desk and some more shelves for along the window if we can get it to fit. So there's some stuff on there too for that. But people were kind enough to send me books, and then I gifted someone on there as well. But I'm so thankful and so grateful that people that I don't know went out, spent their own money to buy me a gift, and they don't even know me. Like, that's so sweet, and I'm so grateful. The first one that I have here, this is from Blair K. She said, "I deeply loved this book. I hope you do as well." And it is I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman. I actually think I heard of this book from Allison Pages, who, if you're not following her YouTube channel, if you're not subscribed, just do it. You'll thank me later. She is a gem of a human being. I love her so much. I'll link her channel obviously down below. She's wonderful. But this is about a group of women who are imprisoned in a cage underground somewhere. They don't remember how they got there, who they were before they were there, or like why that they're there. But they figure out that one of the women that's down there is kind of like the key to solving that mystery and escaping, and part of their survival during this. It's supposed to be pretty damn good from what I hear, and Blair agrees, and I believe Allison loved it as well, if I'm remembering correctly. So that was the first book. And then this person, hold on, let me get the little card. This is from Caitlin S. I'm not going to give out any last names. She said, "This is one of my favorite series. I hope you love it too." Thank you, Caitlin, so much. I don't even know if you know that I have a YouTube channel or that any of you are watching my videos, but if you are, thank you. And she was so kind enough to buy me a box set, which, again, I don't expect anybody to buy me books on my wish list at all, but, like, thank you. She got me the first 3 books in the Expanse series: Leviathan Wakes, Caliban's War, and Abden's Gate? Abden's Gate? I don't know how to pronounce that. But I'm super excited. I know there's a Netflix series regarding this book series. There's like 7 books, I think, so far in the series. I don't know if it's still ongoing or if it's finished, and I don't really know much about it except it's like interplanetary travel adventure type of deal. I also think there might be a mystery involved. I think someone's trying to find a missing girl based on the back of this book. But I've been recommended this so many times by so many people, so I added it to my wish list so I would remember the series name that people have told me to read 100 times. And Caitlin was so nice and kind enough to gift it to me, so thank you. Next, I have a book from Rebecca E. She said, "Happy holidays, fellow Pocket Pal." And she was kind enough to get me Severance by Ling Ma. I put this book on my wish list because I, on a whim, bought another book by this author solely because I thought the cover was kind of cool. And that is Bliss Montage, Stories by Ling Ma. Just like a collection of short stories. I think they are supposed to be kind of strange magical realism. I think there might be horror in this, or fantasy maybe. I can't exactly remember, but I picked it up solely because I thought the cover was cool. It's just like oranges in a bag, and I really like this purple color on the back. I don't know. And then I read that she was I read that she also wrote Severance, so I looked it up and was immediately intrigued by this idea, this satirical office, like end of the world type deal. So I'm excited to read these. I don't know when I will get to them. Thank you all so much for the gifts. I just, again, absolutely am just so grateful and appreciative of just the kindness of strangers that I don't know, but also fellow book lovers. I just think that's awesome. And thank you, Bio Dad, for the gift. I love it. I'm super excited. Probably gonna start making this now while I listen to an audiobook because my boyfriend is still at work. He's working late. I also wanted to give an update on The Wicked King. I am on chapter 9 and I'm enjoying it. I like it. I'm not enjoying it as much right now as I was The Cruel Prince. I don't know if it's like that middle book syndrome that we got going on here. Like the second book in the series usually, I guess, isn't that great. But we'll see. I'm definitely going to continue on. I'm having a good time, don't get me wrong. I do like the series so far. I'm just not as engrossed in this one as I am, or as I was the other one, which I did finish The Cruel Prince. I gave that book 4 stars. Absolutely loved it. I don't remember if I updated you guys on that or not. The ending was just... I was reading the last few chapters of The Cruel Prince and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? What is happening? What are we doing? People died. A lot of people died in the one chapter. I was just like, holy shit. Everybody's gonna die. And then I still don't know how I feel about Locke and Cardan. Well, I know I don't like Locke. I don't care. I don't like Locke. I don't trust Taryn. I do like Vivi. She's one of my favorite characters. And Jude, I love Jude as a main character. She is flawed. She makes mistakes, but she's honest about herself and her flaws, and I find her a very, very relatable main character. She's not like this perfect heroine of the story and does no wrong and everything she does is correct. I love her as a main character. I can't wait to see where she goes and how she grows throughout these last 2 books. But yeah, I'm going to, what am I gonna do? What time is it? Ooh, I need to jump into the Discord server that I'm in with a group of friends. I'm friends with some Twitch streamers, and they have a Discord group. I need to jump in there. And then I think I'm gonna start this. I really want to start this. It's killing me not to start this right now. Which I don't think I'm gonna finish it tonight. I mean, that's probably not gonna happen. But I will update you as I go with that. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I've got some stuff to do, some crafts to make, and I will update you guys at a later date. Good morning. It is Friday. It's the 29th, and I am not feeling the greatest right now, to be honest. I have been sick since the 26th, and I caught some kind of stomach bug. I don't know. I was originally supposed to be on a trip with Garrett's parents and his brother to go pick up his brother's girlfriend, have lunch with her and her family, and then travel back down to the beach and be there over the weekend for like a New Year's celebration. But I ended up staying back because I'm I'm not feeling well at all. I know I can't make it through that kind of a drive with the way that my stomach has been. So I stayed back. We are supposed to go to the beach on the 31st for like a bonfire and everything. Garrett is actually working for the next few days anyway, so I would be going there with just his family, which is fine. I absolutely adore them, but I really haven't been getting to spend a lot of time with him. So I just decided, you know, for my stomach's sake and everyone that would have to deal with me, I'm just gonna stay back, and then that means I get to spend some more time with Gare, you know, once he's done with work. So it's fine. It all worked out. But over Christmas, I was able to finish The Wicked King. I did not film a lot of, or if any, reactions to this book at all, because I was reading it mainly just laying in bed or with a bunch of family. So it just didn't get to play out like I did The Cruel Prince. But it was good. I gave this book, I think, 3 stars on Goodreads, I think. I'm leaning more towards like a 3.5, 3.75 because I did enjoy it. I did really have a lot of fun. I just didn't like it as much as The Cruel Prince. And I know like second books and trilogies are notorious for being like not the greatest, that middle book syndrome. I don't think that happened with this necessarily to that degree. I just wasn't as excited to pick it up as I was The Cruel Prince. I still knew I was going to have a good time. It didn't grip me as much as the first one. Which, there's a lot going on in here. You know, there's a lot of events taking place. A lot of scheming and plotting and backstabbing and political stuff. So it was a good time. It just, I don't know, it just didn't hit me as hard as The Cruel Prince did. So I'm still excited to pick up the third book. I'm still excited to see what happens, especially with the ending. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at Cardan right now. Like, I would punch him in the face if he was a real person, and I could. I would just sock him one. But I'm kind of annoyed with Jude, too. Like, at this point, I don't even care about spoilers because everyone has read this. So, her and Cardan's not relationship is getting a little annoying, and I'm hoping that with the third book, we get something more from them, but it's like, if they would just be real with each other and just talk to each other, this would be fine. This could work out. But they're just, it's a slow burn, but I don't even feel like we're burning. I feel like we haven't even hit the lighter once yet. Like, I don't even feel like there's nothing. There's just these teeny tiny moments, and then there's these little phrases that they use towards each other, and it's like, you both know you have a thing for each other. Will you please just stop being mean to each other and get it together, please? So I'm hoping with the third book we get something like that, but now that Jude is back in the mortal realm and she has been exiled, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm annoyed because I only have one book left for them to get it together, and I feel like they're probably not gonna get it together till like here, and then I'd only have this much of like the actual romance, and that's really annoying for me. So it's fine. But I'm still very, very excited to read The Queen of Nothing. I think it's going to be a good time. I'm excited to see how she wraps up this whole mess and how Cardan and Jude are either going to get it together or get apart from each other. They got to pick, because I can't keep having this back and forth bullshit. I just can't do it. So I will be starting this one very, very soon. I'm going to read something small in between just to kind of break it up and then revisit. Also, over the holidays, I did receive a few more books from what you have already seen, if you've made it this far. I received a box set from my biological father, the second part of his Christmas gift. And then I received a book from Garrett's brother. and I received a gift from a book subscription service. So I received a message shortly before the holidays from Aardvark Book Club. They're on Instagram, and I will link them below. They asked if they could send me a box of books for free. And I said, heck yeah, you can. But they did tell me, you don't have to make a post, you don't have to review, you don't have to do any of that. We just want to send you some books. And I was like, yes, thank you. Is that even a question? Here's my address. There was some issues with getting it shipped because it's not their fault, it's mine. In this apartment complex, I forgot that you have to make sure that when you're receiving something, it has your exact full name. So first and last, it can't be like your first and middle. It can't be like, for me, like my Taylor Marie Reads, it can't come like that. It has to have your legal name. So there was some issues. It got shipped back. I reached out to them and I apologized, and I thought they were going to say, well, we're sorry. We kind of just sending you this for free. Like, we're not going to try and resend you another one. But they were super, super kind. They were like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Send us how we need to address it, and then we'll send it to you again. And they did, and it got here super fast. So I'm super grateful to them. That was so nice of them. They did not have to do that. And they told me I don't have to review it or anything, but I want to because I really enjoyed it. First, in the box was 3 bookmarks. They're all the same, but they're 3 bookmarks, and they have the little Aardvark logo at the top, which I think is adorable. Go their graphic designing crew, because I think that's super cute. And then on the back it says, please use in lieu of a parking ticket or movie stub. So that's cute. They sent me 3 of those, and then 3 books. I'm super excited about these. They sent me Small Worlds by Caleb Azuma Nelson. Hope I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. Then Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead. Again, sorry. Last name pronunciation is not my strong suit. And then Rouge by Mona Awad. This book is the one I'm most excited about. I actually almost purchased this a couple weeks ago while I was at Barnes & Noble. And thankfully I didn't, because they were kind enough to send it to me. This is obviously from the author of Bunny. I have read Bunny. I really enjoyed Bunny, but it's been a while since I read it, and I feel like I need a refresher. This book follows a mother and daughter, but I don't know what else this book involves besides like a mother and daughter. And I don't even know if the mother's actually in the picture, or if there's some issues there, or maybe the mother has passed. I don't know. With Mona Awad's books, I find it best, and I've literally only read Bunny, but this is how I read Bunny, and I enjoyed it. I didn't know much about that book when I went into it, and I had a great time. So that's what I want to do with this book as well. I'm waiting on the audiobook to come in from the library so that I can start reading this, because at this point I have to have the audio and the actual book to be able to focus. Now, this book I know I think it's like a mystery thriller. I believe there's a murder in a small town, and this group of people are trying to solve this murder, standard kind of thriller stuff. I don't know if the killer that's in this town is completely human, because there's like mention of this person resembles or acts like a vampire. I don't know how much truth there is to that. I don't know. And with thrillers, I don't like to know really anything when I go in. I want to be completely surprised. So I'm excited to read this. I have seen some mixed reviews, so I'm a little hesitant, but with thrillers, there's always going to be varying opinions, and the book that I'm currently reading, there was some mixed reviews about, and I'm actually really enjoying it, which I'll tell you about here in a minute. So hopefully that's the same case for this, and I actually enjoy this book. And then for Small Worlds, I've never heard of this book or this author, and I'm excited to see how I feel and if I enjoy this. I know we follow a young man named Steven who kind of goes against what his family wants with, like, in regards to college and going to school. He wants to pursue his music career instead. And I think he goes to school for music, or maybe he just kind of goes off on his own and studies music on his own and tries to do it that way. I'm not entirely sure. But it follows him as he's trying to, discover himself, get more into music and what he loves, and kind of not following exactly what your family wants for you. And it's very short, so whenever I need like a little break from thriller and horror and fantasy, I think this will be one that I pick up because it sounds very good, very moving. Then Garrett's brother was kind enough to get me a book for Christmas. This is a book that he really enjoyed and him and his long-term girlfriend actually read it together and had a good time. He got me Exhalation. It's a collection of short stories by Ted Chiang, I think is how you pronounce your name, I'm sorry. I believe these are all like science fiction short stories. He did say that he didn't like the first story, but that his girlfriend did. And there are several stories in here. But thank you so much for giving me this book. I'm excited. And then my biological father was nice enough to send me a box set of some books that I've been eyeing up for quite a while. And that is the Game of Thrones leather-bound box set. Whoop! Almost dropped it. It is kind of heavy. No, I actually have this single one. It's right here, which you can't see. I have the Barnes & Noble like red leather-bound edition, so I have 2 copies of that, which I'm perfectly okay with because I'd probably just read out of this one and keep that one really nice. But thank you so much for sending me this. They're very, very nice. They've just, I'm so excited to have these. I'm so excited. I love Game of Thrones. You know, except for that last season that we don't talk about that. That never happened. So that is the last set of books that I will be showing you in this video. My last 2 videos, I don't know why, but I've just been too excited not to share them right away that I can't wait to show them all at once. But currently I am reading Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I'm reading this on my Kindle, and I'm actually using this little page turner device that Gare got me for Christmas that I'm super enjoying. And Ray's friend, she actually got me one of those holders, those gooseneck like tablet holder things that I can have my book at my bedside. I can be snuggled up and I can just click the button and I don't even have to hold the Kindle or anything. So I'm loving this so far. Okay, but I think that is it for this video. I was going to continue on with reading The Queen of Nothing in this vlog as well, but this video has kind of already become really long because of the book hauls. So I'll probably just save that for when I read that and The Stolen Heir and continue on with the Elfhame Folk and Fairy trilogy, Folk of the Air trilogy. I don't know. I can never keep up with the names of these series. I don't know why that's become like a problem for me, but whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching if you made it this far into the video. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
What's the point in dreaming if I